and welcome to my kitchen. And today we are going to make a pear upside down cake because we were gifted with 10 pounds of delicious homegrown pears by my neighbor. Isn't that exciting? I'll share the pears with you and the recipe coming up. Let's see how we do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a basic batter, cake batter. We're going to make a pear upside down cake, much like the pineapple upside down cake or the pumpkin apple upside down cake that I made last fall. This one, same premise, fruit on the bottom with a caramel. We're going to put a lovely cake batter on top. We're going to turn it upside down and we're going to enjoy it. So what we're going to start out with is, this is 2 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 cup of almond flour. If you don't have almond flour or don't want to spend money on the almond flour, just use 3 cups of all-purpose flour and that's fine. So 2 cups all-purpose, 1 cup almond flour. We've got 2 cups of sugar, 1.5 cups of milk, 1 cup of oil, 4 eggs, a teaspoon each of vanilla and almond extract. And of course I have about 5 of those pears. They were kind of small. And I've sliced them and I just have them sitting in some acidulated water. We're also going to need a teaspoon each of baking powder, baking soda, and salt, as well as a teaspoon of ground ginger. And then for the topping, we're going to need a stick of melted butter, a cup of brown sugar, and a cup of slivered almonds. So I'm going to clear this out of the way, grab the mixer, and we'll come back and we'll do this. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put the butter and the brown sugar together in the pan. And we're just going to mash this up. You don't need to put this over the heat. If you melt your butter, everything's going to be fine. We're going to mix this together until it resembles a caramel. Now, what you want to do is you just want to kind of give it a shake. Even it out. Just like that. After you get this nice and even, take your almonds and put them on the bottom of your pan. Drain your pear slices. And look, we aren't fancy here, so you know that song, I'm So Fancy? That's not me. You can line these up. You can make them all go the same direction. You can do whatever you want with your pears when you make your pear upside down cake. All you have to do is get them in the pan. They're going to bake into the cake. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Get this out of the way. I'm going to go get the mixer. You can just set this aside for right now. And now we're going to put our cake batter together. Okay, now we're going to put our cake batter together. This is super simple. Dump everything in the bowl. Eggs, oil, milk, sugar, vanilla and almond extract, ginger, baking powder, baking soda, salt, almond flour, and regular flour. All-purpose flour, not self-rising flour. Okay, grab your blade, lift the bowl, and mix. Our cake batter is done, and now I'm just going to pour it right over top of the prepared pears and nuts and caramel. It'll be great. Kind of spread out the batter as evenly as you can. Oven is preheated to 350 degrees. I'm going to put this on top of a baking sheet lined with parchment paper in case of boil over, okay? So we're going to bake this for 45 to 50 minutes. I'll bring it back when it's time to take it out of the oven. Okay, our cake is ready to come out of the oven. Pay no attention to the meatballs on the bottom shelf. All right, now the tricky part is we've got to flip it. So what I'm going to let this do is I'm going to let this sit for just a few minutes, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to flip this out of the pan. Okay, we're going to flip this out of the pan, turn it out of the pan, and I've got a piece of parchment And then we pray. Let me get a knife.
Oh, good success.
Wow. That's beautiful. And the pears are nice and soft and they've cooked into the cake. Now, the hardest part of all. Now we have to wait for it to cool. And it's before dinner anyway, so this will be ready to eat when it's time to have dessert. So, if I could explain to you how good this smells, you just can't believe how good it smells. With the addition of that little bit of almond flour, if you choose to use it, it's going to make the cake nice and flavored with that almond flavor. So, we're going to come back when this is cooled off and it's time to eat dessert. I think it looks amazing, and I know it's going to taste amazing. So we'll be back when it's time to do that. Okay, our cake is done and it's dessert time. And there is a beautiful slice of that pear almond upside down cake. And we did taste it, and it is really, really delicious. So I'll just set that down on that plate. And now you have a look at that. This was so easy, and pears are coming into season all over the place now, so this might be another option for you if you have a bumper crop of pears. Maybe you want to throw one of these together. You can use canned pears with this. You don't have to use fresh. You can use store-bought canned pears, home canned pears. You can use frozen pears that you've preserved yourself and put in the freezer. But fresh pears, it doesn't matter. However you want to do it, this cake is going to turn out delicious. It's very, very moist. I'll show you. It's super delicious. It's super moist, and the cake is wonderful. And we're kind of full, so I don't think Rick wants to taste it, do you?
No, I'm full.
Okay, so there you have it. Delicious pear and almond upside down cake with just a hint of ginger. I hope you give this a try, and I hope that you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you liked what you watched today, and I hope that you try it, and I hope that you love it. If you like what you saw, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and giving me a positive rating. And also, make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you're already not a subscriber so that you don't miss out on any of the fun we have here in our kitchen every single day. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to come by tomorrow. Until next time, happy eating!